Hello friends, in this video we shall discuss about the Farukhshiyar's Farman, which was a turning point for the English. So in 1715, an English mission led by John Sermon to the court of Mughal Emperor Farukhshiyar secured three famous Farman, which were considered as the Magna Carta of the company. Important conditions were imposed, and they were: in Bengal, the company's import and export were exempted from additional custom duties except the annual payment of rupees 3,000 as settled earlier. So Farukhshiyar's Farman was considered as the seed for the Battle of Plassey in 1757. Now, the company was permitted to issue dastak or pass for the transportation of such goods. Dastak means a pass so that they can go and transport their goods. The company was allowed to rent more land around Calcutta. In Hyderabad, the company retained its existing privilege of exemption from duties in trade and had to pay only revenue prevalent in Madras. At Surat, the English East India Company was granted exemption from all duties on annual payment of rupees 10,000 only. It was ordered that company's coins minted in Bombay would be in circulation throughout the Mughal Empire. So these are the few important conditions imposed, and Farukhshiyar has given Farman to the English, and after that only the English were exempted from additional custom duties except a minimum payment of 3,000 annually, which they had to pay. And Farukhshiyar was the Mughal emperor who came into the throne of Mughals with the help of Sayyid brothers. And he ruled about 6 years. From 1713 to 1719. And in 1715 only, he has given the Farman to the English to trade without the custom duties except the only annual payment of rupees 3,000. Alright. Now we will see the few highlights. Formative years of East India Company. In 1600, East India Company was established. In 1609, William Hawkins arrives at Jahangir's court. In 1611, Captain Middleton obtained the permission of the Mughal governor of Surat to trade there. In 1613, a permanent factory of East India Company is established at Surat. In 1615, Sir Thomas Roe, ambassador of King James I, reached Jahangir's court. By 1618, the ambassador succeeded in obtaining two Farman, one from the Emperor and Prince Khurram, one each from the Emperor and Prince Khurram, confirming free trade with exemption from inland tolls. So they were not supposed to pay the tolls and any kind of custom duties except the annual, which is very minimum. In 1616, the company established its first factory in the south in Masulipatam. In 1632, the company received a golden Farman from the Sultan of Golconda to ensure the security and prosperity of its trade. In 1633, the company established its first factory in eastern India at Hariharpur, Balasore. In 1639, company received the lease of Madras from local king. And in 1651, the company is given permission to trade at Hooghly in Bengal. In 1662, the British King Charles II was given Bombay as dowry for his marriage to a Portuguese princess. We had already discussed, Catherine of Braganza. In 1667, Aurangzeb gives the English a firman for trade in Bengal. In 1691, the company gets the imperial order to continue their trade in Bengal in lieu of payment of rupees 3,000 a year. 1717, the Mughal Emperor Farukhshiyar issued a firman called Magna Carta of the company, giving the company a large number of trade concessions. Alright, this we have discussed in this lecture only. Now merging of two companies. So after the English Revolution of 1688, the Whigs protested against the monopoly of East India Company with its increased influence and appointed Sir William Norris as their ambassador to the court of Aurangzeb, January 1701 to 1702, to gain the trading privilege for itself. However, a new company proved unsuccessful. Under the pressure from the Crown and Parliament, the two companies were merged and termed as United Company of Merchants of England trading to the East Indies. It was the East India Company. Okay. From 1708 to 1873, that was to establish British political power in India. So this is how from trading to ruling they have established themselves as British political power in India. Okay. In the next video we will cover the French. Okay. Thank you.